this thing. Tell you what, if you've been sitting all day, let's get you a little bit warm first. Let's just do a few like backward lunges and hip hinges. Because you've been sitting, right? Squeeze that back glute where you step back. Actually, let's finger lock. Just because, boy, I really feel that hip flexor stretch more when I do that. I've already lost count, but what do you say we do 3 more on each side? All right, last one there. And then let's get some hip hinges. And then I think we get on this roller. All right, I'm gonna do 2 more on this side. And flip it over. Two more. All right. So I'll tell you what, let's actually start with your back, your upper back and shoulders. So what I'm going to do here is put it right underneath my shoulders, horizontally. Hopefully you can see me okay. I can totally get closer if not. And the big trick here is you have to support your head completely. So no neck strain at all. And then from there, you're going to lift your butt and you're just going to bend and straighten your knees to roll up and down on your shoulder blades. You don't have to go that far, just wherever your comfort level is. But yeah, the key, and I think for most people kind of get this one wrong or don't get the full benefit out of it, is that they don't fully support their head. So think neck hammock. Oh gosh, that feels so good. You can go all the way down to about your mid spine if you want. I tend to stay out of the lumbar spine on purpose. Oh, but doesn't that feel amazing, especially when you just let your head go back. All right, I don't know about you, but I got some big nuggets back there. And I'm not really even at a desk all day. So you can kind of lean side to side if you want to. All right, we may come back to that, but let's let your head sink all the way back as much as you can. Find if you've got any spot, there's like a lump there. Let's kind of just hang out there for a second. Just don't let all the blood go to your head. And then when you're ready, just reach your arms up over your head. Just like gravity, take them. and then slowly come up. So I don't want you to get dizzy. Then we're gonna stay here for a second. Just put your butt down on the floor though. And this is a great thoracic spine opener. So all we're gonna do is let your upper back sink over it, and we're gonna come up. This is not meant to be an abdominal crunch. It's meant to open up your back. So you wanna lean back as far as you can, relaxing your elbows and your chest out, and then do a little curl up, and you should really feel that getting some different spots in your shoulders. Let's try to do like 10 or 12 of those. I'm on 3. And once again, just sort of see and feel if you've got a nugget anywhere. Sort of aim the roller for the nugget. So you're getting a little extra pressure there, and try to breathe through it. Hopefully what you notice is that you start to melt a little more each time over it. And if you feel like you need to adjust it, of course you can do that. All right, I'm gonna go 3 more. I feel like one of my big nuggets is almost out there. Oh, does that feel nice? I just hang out there for a second. All right. Oh, I could stay there all day. But my roller is not full length. I believe yours is full length. So what I'm going to show you here is you can lay with your spine on the back of it. So it's supporting your spine, but your head and your neck are totally supported. So I'm going to take mine out from under me just because mine's not long enough. You're going to lay with it like this, okay? But I want your head and your neck totally supported. Your butt should also be supported on there. And once you're lying with it supporting your spine, we're going to go like this. So it's almost like your shoulder blades are massaging over the roller. And actually, even if you don't have a roller, this feels good. You can also do this with 2 tennis balls. Putting the 2 tennis balls, like I put them in a tube sock, and then 1 ball goes on each side of your spine between your shoulder blades. Yeah, even this feels amazing. And then we're going to do what's called snow angels. Although us Arizona, California folks may or may not have ever made those, but I grew up in Western New York where we did make snow angels. But let's maybe do 5 more of these first. All right, now the snow angel is going to be just what you think it is. So all you're doing, keeping your arms down, and by down, I mean like parallel to the floor. You're just bringing them up over your head and back down. And again, you should feel some shoulder massage happening around that roller, or if you don't have a roller, grab a couple tennis balls. That old water bottle might work here. Oh, those feel so good. I think we're going to do 10 more. All right, last 2. And then we're staying in this same position. Bring your elbows down to your side, thumbs to your shoulders. Okay, you have not moved from the roller. I want you to reach up over your head as far as you can, and then just bring the elbows right straight back down. As if you were going to set those thumbs on top of your shoulders. And again, those shoulder blades should be rolling around that roller. Let's do 3 more here. All right, then we're going to bring your hands right over your chest. And all you're going to do, reach forward, pull your shoulder blades forward, and then sink them back around the roller or just into the floor, either way. Reach them forward, sink them back. Let's go 5 more there. All right, last one. And then keeping your fingers together, flip your hands over. Once again, you're gonna reach over your head and then down to your waist. Really reach up, give it a good pull. All right, 2 more of those. All right, last one we're gonna do in this position, and that is you're gonna start with your hands as if you were gonna do a chest press, but all we're gonna do is pivot at the shoulder. So the elbows stay in the same spot, but we're pivoting, just taking those shoulder blades through a little bit more full range of motion. Let's do 3 more. All right. Now I'm going to come on my side. So if you're laying on the roller, go ahead and come off of it. And let's put it, or whatever you have underneath your front knee, and we're going to lay on your side. And I want you to try to push down into whatever's under your knee. So if it's the roller, that's great. If not, that's okay. And we're going to do some of these open and close. I like to call them Pac-Man. I'm dating myself. But as you do that, try to keep your knee sort of pushing down the top knee so that your hips don't move at all. Just your upper back. And we're opening up the chest, let gravity take it. Of course, since I'm talking, you know, I lost count, but I say let's do 5 more here. All right, and now from this position, I'm going to keep myself in this sort of top rotated out position and just let my arm come up and down a little bit from here. So we're making a semicircle, but I'm staying in this upward or upper body rotated position. And then bring it to a full circle. Staying open. Let's do 3 more and then we'll flip it over. Wow, does that feel amazing? All right, let's flip it over. Same deal, other side. I know I can stay there all day, but we got side 2 to do here. All right, so once again, push down into your roller. But this would work with a rolled up towel too. And I'm thinking, let's try 10. Try to let gravity take it. Take your arm. All right, 2 more of these, and then let's get some semicircles. All right, keep it over there. Let's start with 5 semicircles, and then we'll do 5 full circles. All right, last semicircle. And now let's do full circle. All right. I'm going to sit up gradually because we've been on the floor now for a bit. We're going to stay on the floor, but bring your hands behind you. Kind of open up your chest a little bit again. Bring your feet a little closer. And let's do kind of a reverse bridge. Just rock back and forth a little bit. All right. And now let's get our glutes with this thing. So again, if you don't have a roller, grab a ball. Any kind of ball will be fine. And all I'm going to do, I'm going to cross one leg over. So very similar position to the figure 4 stretch. And what that does is really open up our hip rotators. And then you're going to roll up and down on the side of the leg that is crossed. And oh, does it feel nice? My problem with this is you're never going to get me off of it. Seriously. Ooh, there's nuggets in there. You can kind of roll over it and, rock side to side a little bit and find any spots that feel a little tighter. And when you do, just make little smaller rolls over those tight spots. Oh, goodness. All right. Other side, and we're going to do our IT dance. Let's cross the other side. You may not feel too much here, or you might feel a lot. We're really trying to get over. You'll feel kind of that bony process on the side of your hip. We're kind of sort of aiming for that. But roll around, see if you find any nuggets. Great. Once again, I could do that all day, but Okay. Now going to the other side, I'm going to start with my left IT band. What you want to do here is come on the side of your leg. And again, this does work with a regular rolling pin, with a water bottle, or something else too. I like to start with my top leg bent. and on the floor in front of me, because sometimes this can be really tender. You want to go right to the edge of your knee and all the way back up. If that doesn't feel too bad for you and you want to increase the tension, you can always stack your legs like this. I'm not ready for that. We're going to just roll up and down on the side here a few times. If you do find a spot that does feel tender, again, just kind of shorten up the rolling and see if you can focus on that spot just a little bit more. And breathe through it, and hopefully it will release, or at least let go a little bit. I got so many nuggets in there. My goodness, we don't have enough time for all those nuggets. But eventually, when you're ready, you can kind of keep hanging out on the side there, but then you can also shift to your quad. And I like to do them one at a time. So you can kind of have the other leg off to the side. Or if you want more pressure, you can put the your other leg behind you. But when we do the quad, because there's 4 muscles, you definitely want to roll maybe a little more towards the outside of the quad. But make sure to get all 4 angles. So right down the middle, right up to the attachment on the front of your hip, but all the way down. Just don't roll over your knee. Go right to it. But make sure to get the outside a little. Roll your legs so you get the inside a little bit. And keep going back and forth over wherever you find tight spots there. I'm going to go back on this side just a little before we flip over. But you go wherever your quad feels like it needs it the most. I don't tend to roll the hamstrings because it's hard to get the right pressure in there. That works a little bit better with like a lacrosse ball or a massage ball or something like that. And if you feel like you're done with that leg, you can always flip over and start the other one. My guess is most people find this is a little more tender than they anticipated. So go lightly, you don't want to mash it. It doesn't take as much pressure as we really think it does sometimes. You can take as much or as little pressure off with your arms and with your other leg as you want to. And then if you feel like you've rolled that enough, you can switch to the quad. Definitely to get those hip flexors, let's make sure you go all the way to that attachment site in the front of your hip. Getting all 4 quads. Suddenly, I think I'm sweating more than I do during circuit class. Go figure. Definitely get towards the end as well. Just don't roll over your kneecap. I do think I could do this all day, but we won't. I do still want to do my favorite stretch in the whole world before we're done. Get that great rear foot elevated quad stretch, but let's roll it a tiny bit more first. Just a couple more swipes here and then we'll do that. Make sure you get the inside as well. Sometimes that's more tender than we realize. Oh my goodness. All right. Seriously, I could do that all day. Actually, one more that's great with this, if you've never done it before, is to come into a kneeling position, and similar to one that we do on the floor, is you can go one arm at a time, or you can go both arms to roll this way to get your shoulder blades a little bit more, and that feels really nice as well. And you can do it diagonal, and a roll and reach. I'll just do a few of those on each side. We did spend some great time on our back to begin with. And then I'm gonna do a couple just with both arms. And then hit the couch quick. Why can't we make stretch class an hour? Well, maybe we could, but. Oh, doesn't that feel great? All right, let's do 2 more of those, and then we'll get our quads finally. All right. Barely enough time. Okay, let's finish out those hip flexors. Only thing I'm missing here is a dog. All right, let's go forward and back, just 3. I know we're getting close here. Make sure you squeeze that back glute just a little. Give me a quick side bend, pretty please. Grab onto that front knee, open it up. All right, let's get the other side. Three, fold it in and out, bring in your heel to your butt, squeeze that back glute. And give me a little side bend. Grab that outside knee and open it up. All right. I got you 20 seconds over. I'm so sorry, but who feels 5,000 times better?